Hey everybody, welcome on back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Sunless Sea. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and get ourselves all nice and situated here at our home port. Not too bad. Let me take a look at my hold real fast and see what I got going on. We are clay. Could probably get rid of that. Could more than likely. We've got foxfire candles. We've got casks of mushroom wine. Why did I have the casks of mushroom wine? I don't really recall, but I needed them for something, so I'm going to leave them on board for right now. We still got 6 slots remaining on our ship. I would probably say just to fill that up with fuel, because we tend to go through it really quickly. In today's episode, we are on the lookout for 7. We've gotten 2 of them at this point, I think. We ended up getting... We had to have the prince, or what's his name? I forget his name. The tiger guy with the earrings and whatnot and the, yes, that sounds wonderful voice. That guy. That guy was the one that joined up in our quest. And so we've got him all nice and situated. And then we also picked up another person along the... Oh, yeah. We got the... Did we get the guy that was on the giant crab? I feel like he made us do a quest and then we just didn't finish it off or something like that. Either way, we can't stay here forever. This is not a place where that can happen. And I think in the previous episode, we already took care of all of our issues, like our port reports and whatnot. So that's all done. Yes, indeed. Does the Brass Embassy need anything? The Venturer's Desire. He wants me to have 40 units of cargo space, and we need to go to Avid Horizon. I don't have 40 units of cargo space, so I don't think that's an option for right now. But we'll try to make that an objective for later on if we don't complete the game before that. So we're also looking for someone who's either in Rack or is at Frostfound. Now, both of those things are actually really close to one another, and so I think that's a pretty solid place to begin here. I think that should be our first objective. As far as he was concerned, he wanted to increase our hearts, but what was his quest that he had for us? He had another thing that needed to get done, and oh my god, we have so many people. We have so many people. So we didn't get Eric yet. We also need to get the financier. We can't recruit him because I think he's down right here. He's actually in Low Barnet, but we might need something awaits us in order to get after him, so let me go to Bad Stevener's Abyss first. We'll drop down low right here. We've gotten our hull. Actually, in the previous episode, we almost died. That was the big thing, is that the sea had almost claimed us. The Z had been a nasty, cruel mistress. And having Lain with her, I don't know, an abyss. A chasm is below us. Zaylon, or let the abyss keep its secrets. I guess I'm not over the top of it right now either. I can afford to keep my lamp on right now. So that's pretty cool. We'll go to Low Barnet, but only after. I'm actually going to kind of zip around here for a second until I get something awaits us. If we get something awaits us, we might be able to do something with this guy. In the meantime, we'll like monster hunt or something down here. See if we can stack up some of those Rathalos scales in order to make our new armor crafting. Nope, don't see anything right there. There it is. So now we'll turn back. We'll get ourselves all nice and settled in here. And having done that, I'm hoping that the financier... I think the financier seemed a little burned out, though, the last time that we talked to him. So I don't know if he'll actually come with us. In Low Barnet. The Fierce Philanthropist. So we can go to the bell tower. We can talk to them. Alright, so you had the goal. So he was the financier. They failed. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be okay with this. I don't think he's going to be the guy to jump back in and be our financier again. So I think we'll leave him behind. And instead, now that we got the port report, we'll make our way over to Pigmote. I'm going to stay underwater for most of the time on this one, just because I want to fight stuff and get treasure. I'm in the mood to like blast things and see if maybe I can get myself fitted up with some new loot. New loot. Gotta get that loot. Got to get that loot. That's why most of us even play RPGs or video games, because you want to get the loot. The good stuff. The very nice things. Don't see anything so far while I'm panning and scanning. And unfortunately, on our radar, we haven't really picked up anything either. They're trying to deny me right now. They're trying to deny me. They're saying, "Depart, for I know ye not." And I'll be like, well, you live in the Bay Area. You should definitely know ye. That's like one of the main things we have here is an overabundance of just yay. That's what we have. That's how we do it. Oh, we've got a wreckage over here. Sounds good to me. Oh, it's actually an enemy. Well, that's not good. That's just downright unpleasant. Here, let's pull up alongside him. And I'm going to force him to turn in the direction that I want. And actually, he is not making it easy right now. He is wiggling all over the place. There we go. He's down. So we can destroy them utterly. We can send in a boarding party. We failed with a 92%. Really? God, my luck from roll for it has not changed. Your boarding party returns with blood in unexpected places and longer stares than usual. They managed to swipe a few things of use, but it turns out the pirates have a nasty habit of playing dead in person too. When your back's turned, they stick in the knife or the boat hook or flood the whole compartment. Damn. It's a little unfortunate. We had a 92% chance, 91% chance of succeeding, and still managed to fail somehow. Gambler's fallacy. It's real tempting. It's real tempting. We are going to rack. We'll probably stop off at Pigmote Isle, though, while we're here. Just to say hello. Stop on in and see how horribly I can ruin my own life. Ooh, free torpedoes. I will take those because we have learned that you can trade torpedoes at other locations for good things. And I like good things. Do you like good things? I would assume that you do. Most people seem to like good things. I don't know what the opposite of dive is, but I guess we'll go... Go up! Go up! Go up! I mean, dive! 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 Sounds more epic. Go up! Go up! Go up! Sounds like your little brother trying to, like, tell you how to play video games while you're playing a, I don't know, a space simulator or something. Like, no, stop! Shut up! I don't need your help. Go away. Alright, so Pigmote Isle. All hail Murinia. Get a port report. Let's see, I can steal, so my Pigmote Isle might is actually pretty low. I will resolve a dilemma. The aid takes you to the coast where the huts still smolder from the last pirate attack. Those beastly raiders keep coming for our precious Scintillac, it squeaks, shaking upon impotent furry rage. How can we protect our shores, hairless advisor? You can raise conscription, which would lower their spirits, but probably raise their might. We can tell them to accept the loss, or we can advise an attack on the stronghold. Raise conscription. Alright, so spirit is down. It's a catastrophe, but might is now adequate. Parents nuzzle their pups farewell, holding back the tears just long enough. The conscripts waddle towards the training camp in hastily made, ill-fitting armor. Revolution! In the days that follow, Pigmote falls quickly to the anger of its disillusioned and disenfranchised. The battle is vicious and vengeful, leaving none in a state to claim victory. Soon only the rats and the covies impaled on spikes across the island remain as a monument to their failure. A few pieces of Scintillac catch your eye as you return to the ship. You take them with you along with the story of this place. I have annihilated Pigmote Isle. Yeah, let's search for the blue Scintillac. Why not? Tiny glimmers and where the rodent's treasure met its end. What pieces remain are too small to be worth collecting, even as souvenirs. No! I have failed. I have destroyed the adorable occupants of an island with my terrible advice. Although that place, it seems like it's destined for failure, because you always lose 2 and gain 1. If you lose a might, you lose 2 might to gain a spirit, or vice versa. I don't know. I think that's a tough place to resolve anyways. It's a fairly difficult challenge, so I'll chalk that one up as a loss. Why are they asking a random stranger in a boat anyways what they should be doing with their governance? Shouldn't they have that handled all by their lonesome? I do feel like they should. To rack we go. To rack we play. I might stop by the salt lines as well. Depends what our cargo's looking like by the time we get there, but going to the salt lines and making an extra couple hundred Skrilla along the way for the stuff that we've already done seems like a pretty good plan. What does she want? I can ask her to dine with me and remove her... Oh, I don't ask her to remove her glasses. She regards you for a while and then unasked removes the glasses. She folds them neatly and places them on the table, then meets your eyes. Her own eyes are marvelously bright. Her irises are amber. The whites seem to be flecked with gold. Yes, she says. I've been touched by the dawn machine. I believe you already knew that, or you would have asked me to remove my spectacles. I might be wrong. In either case, nothing has changed. Now that you know, we will still be wary of one another. She taps her thumb with her index finger. I am always the same, you see. I do not change. I proceed on the same path that I always have. I am the only choice, and I will be content when I have no choice at all. Now, let us eat and talk. You promised me something special, and I will give you what little I can in return. So we gained veils, and then we got... Oh, we lost a searing enigma. We lost supplies, too. So... we can accept what she says. We can throw her out of the cabin. We can ask her, or we can go with, do I have a curse? Is that what I need? I need Salt Song. So that one's actually pretty far off. It's going to take us a bit to get Salt Song. I'm going to accept what she says. She's right. If nothing has changed in response to your choice, then your choice was that of a pawn that chooses to move forward. A lift of the eyebrows. I hadn't expected that. She picks up her knife and fork. Between mouthfuls, she tells you something of the nature of light as revealed through the operations of the Dawn Machine. I enjoy this, she adds at the end of the meal. We should do it again when you're ready to talk about salt. Oh, I know about salt. All you gotta do is watch my last Roll Forward episode and you know I've got the salt locked down. So what she wants now is she wants Salt's attention. We have Stone, Storm, and Salt, I guess, are the next one. So I would need to get everybody's ire or everybody's gaze or something like that. And I think I can do that by looking up it. I think I can go to Vendor Bite and like pray at the cathedral or something like that, and it'll give you, I think you can spend like a certain amount of money or sacrifice a certain amount of supplies to gain access to the ire. What is that? Oh, it's an oxygen vent. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds great. Let's go to Rack and we'll see what we can lock down while we're here. If I have anybody else that I haven't really done anything with, I can dine with the determined doctor. He will bring the wine, he tells you. Do you happen to have any more of the delightful Z-Trout? No matter. So he wants me to go Restless Elements. He slams his hands down on the table. Do you not see, my lord? Every year the bazaar, she devours us from within. The rich dream honey dreams while the poor shovel lacquer with their bare hands in the streets just to earn a few echoes to buy food. And above it all, the masters and the... He never does get around to answering your actual question or whether he enjoyed the main course. I don't remember what he wanted to do next. He wanted to do something, but I can't recall what it was. It was a while back. We actually haven't dined with him in a long, long time. We finally made our trip to Warak. Warak. That W in the front. It should just be spelled R-A-K. That's it. Rack. I hate words that are spelled in unnecessarily complicated ways. It's one of my great pet peeves about the universe and the way that the world has functioned. In Rack, we can go wrecking. We can visit the Royal Hall. We consider the state of the city. Let me get my port report first. Visit the Royal Hall. And we've sent 16 ships to Rack. We can approach the mirror, which does something awaits us, and the want of a mirror no more than 5. Can I have the mirror? So where is the propagandist? What about the ships that I've sent in? Yes, your ships came. Promised them riches, promised them knowledge, promised them pretty toys. It's all the same. They come and our stores replenish. The tether has new hulls to grow on. Take this gift of scrap to the priestess and look for me in other times. Okay, so we sent a bunch of ships to Rack. And so now we depart from the king and we wanted to look for... I don't know, we can taste the tether, I guess. And that requires rack scrap. So we can don the bone. There's a ring of brown bone. We can put it on. We can lift the cup, or we can grasp with a knife. Let's grasp the knife. The matron leads you to one of the many doors. You follow her into the darkness beyond. The matron lights a gas lamp. The room is modest with a well-kept bed in the center. Rest. Allow your mind to wander. When you are ready, I will give you the tether. All right. I will settle on an envelope, how it reflects the light and how it is to hold it at last. You smoke in bed, propped up by the downy pillows. Yellow light floods from the window. You glance at the clock. Shouldn't the postal service run without rest now the sun never sets? How much longer? Wait. Was that the letter plate? You throw your sheets off and run to the door. There. A letter from her. You tear it open. She begins, "More dearest," and she ends with yes. Vision of the surface. We got tether tastings. You have known love, and it lingers. Okay. If I taste the tether this time, let's lift the cup, empty, silver, and modern, and engraved with simple floral scroll. The matron leads you to one of the many doors. You follow her into the darkness beyond. A grandfather clock or a theater poster. Let's go with a grandfather clock. Its hands are still. An open bench in Central Park. A miracle. You twirl your walking stick as you sit, glad to rest your old legs. What's the time? You fish your pocket watch from your vest. 1:30. So where's a footstep in the grass behind you? Someone snatches your top hat. You spring to your feet. Your friend stands there wearing your hat. That old bastard. You chuckle, swishing your walking stick at the jocular gentleman. He blocks with his cane. You exchange a few bouts as if you were still boys. So we've got 2 tether tastings. What do the tether tastings do? The state of the city at the shops. We could buy Firkins honey or sacks of dark drop coffee beans. We can get parabola linen for our torpedoes. Okay. We do have quite a few supplies, as I recall. 14 exactly. And we should be going back pretty quickly to London. So I think the Firkins of prisoners honey, I could take those out, 20 echoes, so it's actually an even exchange. Alright, if I take these out to... I think they wanted to trip balls over in Monkey Land. I'm pretty sure they wanted to do like a whole bunch of monkey heroin, so if we take that out that way, that might work out. And visit the Royal Hull. I can approach a mirror. At the rear of the chamber, the fair king keeps a mirror made of ice. It holds a reflection, neither yours nor his, but that of a narrow bespectacled gentleman. The king allows no one to approach it, but perhaps he will make an exception for you. Very well. Today I shall allow it for a short while. You can see your reflection distorted in the ice, but there is another clearer reflection as well. A long-faced man with receding black hair and round-rimmed glasses. He blinks solemnly at you. Try to see the man in the mirror. Is there more to him? A free-for-all. You step forward to the mirror and it flashes in the light. He stands at the Cumaean Canal. His hair is blacker than the dark drop coffee in his mug. Men and women from the surface crowd around him. They look sickly in comparison. One passes him a letter, envelope white as snow, seal as black as bark. The man reads it and passes the young woman a flask. Before her crewmates can set on her, she has drained it. Her skin glows with new vigor. Before they can set on him, he laughs, and in the spirit of liberty, equality, and eternity, gives them each a flask of their own. The fair king's voice interrupts the vision. I'm never sure what it is we are seeing. The gentleman's hopes, his fears. He certainly seems to have an ambitious imagination. Is that all that I get? Can I have the mirror? The fair king slaps the side of his throne and seems to rise in indignation. No, you absolutely may not have my mirror. No one may. It is one of our greatest treasures. His expression softens for a moment, though, and he settles back into his throne. Not unless you brought me something more wonderful, of course. What does he want? Oh, a judgment's egg. Okay, I don't have one of those. I think I traded my judgment's egg for something else. Shit, that's gonna be a rough one. That's a did I get the guess I could taste the tether one more time. Let's do the bone. It almost fits you like a fiance's best guess. The matron leads you to one of the many doors. You follow her into the darkness beyond. A green cup or a painting of apples. Let's do a painting of apples. It's cool by the river, and the jungle bears sweet fruit lately. Juice sprays with every bite. You lap some into your hand and watch the water flow. A canoe drifts into view around the bend. It's well laden. Another from the vanished capital, perhaps? Not many have come this far south. You take another bite. The spray of juice is lost to the river. You can see a man steering the canoe. You stand, your heart feeling as ripe and ready to burst as the fruit. He stands, too, as he sees you. He's rowing to shore. I don't know why... Oh, I could follow an echo through the halls. Too many wreckers sing, but none quite like this. Careful, trespasser, a wrecker warns you as you approach. He escaped from Dahut. Mind your manners, or you might lose an ear. So I can sell a drowny hymn or some other stuff, but I don't have it, I guess. So since I don't have any of the things, I guess we'll be on our way. Did I get the port report here, though? So it looks like I'm going to Guider's Morn, and everything else appears to be taken care of. So I'm going to assume that I got it. As we survey where we wanted to go now, I don't think Frostfound would be of much help. But I guess we can head that way to look for clues as to how he got stuck inside the mirror. We need a Judgment's Egg, which is something that for consideration I would posit. I think I can get a Judgment's Egg in Irem on like a really, really big trade. Although I don't recall exactly. It's a rough one. Ugh, they're good. They're very good. Were it not for a single envelope sitting face down instead of face up on your desk, you may not have noticed. Failed in a challenge, and I lost my strategic information. The crew is not informed for the precise reason for the search. They stare at each other suspiciously. Good. Next time, they'll be more alert. How many secrets do I have? I might increase my mirrors to get rid of that. I got 6. Do I have anybody available to increase my mirrors? He's got irons. He's got hearts. We've got fails. There, mirrors. There, mirrors are a tiny bit better now. They're up to 62. It's not going to help out completely, but it's at least a start. I'm thinking what I'm going to do with this adventure is we're going to go up to the Sea of Lilies. Oh, Frostfound is actually this way. All right, let's go to Frostfound then. And by the time we arrive at Frostfound, I think our journey will have come to it. What is that? A creature that I can murder. Yes, yes, please. It's a Triskelion. Okay. Let's start with a stagger. We've not managed to actually stop it. Did he hit me? Oh, he did. There we go. Triskelion is taken care of. I don't mind actually burning a little bit of our Admiral's. Let's see. Avoid the Maelstrom. We can let the beast go. We can harpoon it. We'll send it to the Gant pole. Just so we have something waiting for us there when we come back around, because we haven't concluded that storyline either. We're making good progress with most of our storylines, but that's one of the few that I've been neglecting. That one's probably a critter. Oh no, it's fuel. What is that one? What is that? A Corsair undergalley. Oh, we'll just kill it real fast. Your Zub's light illuminate dark tendrils of blood in the water. There's movement at a porthole. Some of the Corsairs have survived. We can board the wreck. We can get a surrender. Let's board. We gain 3 supplies and 3 fuel. A bright glow on the undergalley waxes and wanes erratically, but it is enough to guide you to their ship. Skirmish is brief. The Corsair's sword swings slowly through the water. Your crew are quicker at cutting airlines. Their bodies are pulled down to the Z-bed by the weight of their suits. You begin to salvage their supplies. And then we've got another one over here, too. Nice. I love getting restocked mid-journey at no cost to myself. Alright, and then back up to Frostfound just to take a look. We're going to follow the northern part of the map, hook down like that, hopefully make a full circle, hitting everything we can along the way. Obviously, that's going to be limited somewhat by supplies and somewhat by the amount of cash that I can bring to bear. But I think it'll be good for us. I really sincerely do. Ooh, what is this? The brightest light cannot reach this depth. The glow is an illusion. An abyss. We can dive and explore. Do it. Your helmsman gives you a questioning look. You say nothing. You are unaccustomed to repeating yourself. With a trembling hand, she steers your vessel down. You sink into the abyss like a coffin into a grave. Stony walls rise about you. Your vessel's light picks out beds of undulating anemones. Anemones. In the next episode, we'll find out what happens there. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for stopping on in for another episode of Zubmariner. So glad to keep it running for you. This is one of those series that I will not abandon. I will not abandon it. See you all in tomorrow's episode. Hi-do, everybody.